Aw, Tucker Carlson had a Christmas party, and guess what? It was okay. And if you still think that means okay, well, then you probably still think some of the people at his Christmas party are some of the good guys. Yeah, you probably still think Tucker wearing his red Kabbalah bracelet and Candace Owens and even Bryce Mitchell and Sean Ryan and Russell Brand are some of the good Christian folks, right? Well, here's Candace and Bryce at this party, and well, it was a ALPs Christmas party. Well, yeah, ALPs, it's the Pouches. They sponsored the party. Well, are you sure that it doesn't have double meaning? And let me remind you that he is wearing a Kabbalah bracelet. And maybe you don't know what Kabbalah is, but let me show you something. It's often tied to the occult or occult knowledge. And remember, Tucker Carlson's party was called an ALPs Christmas party. And let's go right to occultworld.com. What does, in the occult world, ALP mean? Oh, it's a vampire, shape-shifting spirit. An ALP feeds on blood, and its characteristics are shape-shifting. And who was at that party again? Oh yeah, Candace Owens. Candace Owens, who literally used to be Lisa Left Eye Lopez. And is now Candace Owens. I would say that's shape-shifting. And let me just show you these noses. See how those two are the same? And that one's different? Well, yeah, that's original Candace Owens. And here's the Lisa Left Eye Lopez version. See how they have the same nose? Oh, there's original Candace. And notice how her chin is a lot longer? Yeah, they replaced original Candace with Lisa Left Eye Lopez. She shape-shifted into her, like an ALP. And for you unbelievers out there, I always have one of these handy. Kind of like those look like they're in the exact same location as those in the exact same spot right on their cheek. Lisa, Candace. Oh, but I'm doing a lot of the talking. Maybe I should let Candace speak for herself.
I'm one of the Masons of Turning Point USA.
Oh, one of the Masons. Oh, this is from my friend John Truth, who has some very interesting things to say about the true name of the Messiah and our Heavenly Father. And it's really starting to get me to think, especially with all these fake Christians in the world these days, praising Jesus. It's interesting how they have a G in their Masonic sign. And I learned from John, God, Riel, in the book of Enoch, well, he is basically Satan. He's one of the fallen angels. You know, the fallen angels that they worship. And I don't care what these guys say. They're not worshiping the God that I do, because I worship the God of truth, not the God of lies. And I don't really care which side he flops on, loves Donald Trump, hates Donald Trump. When you're going to that party, you're part of the club, Bryce. I don't care if you talk about flat earth. You're part of the club. And speaking about Bryce and shape-shifting, I couldn't help but notice that this guy was also at the ALPs party. That's Billy Gibbons from the band ZZ Top. And well, if that's not Bryce who shape-shifted into him, it's at least his dad. But it's a pretty good fit. But even if it's not him, I'd venture to bet it's their dad, because they're all related. And they're all of them lying to you. If you know their name and they're on the TV, they're lying to you and they're in the club. But of course, I don't really think that they named it the ALPs Christmas party as a double meaning for ALPs that feed on blood and shapeshift and are best related to vampires. You know, what I've been exposing for the past 2 months, how they're all vampires. But like I said, this is all for entertainment purposes. I'm sure they're all perfectly honest, well-meaning individual humans that are definitely just human. Entertainment only.